So you've just found yourself cast into Valheim and you're feeling a little lost? Well, you're in the right place. I'm Wanders Elsewhere, and in today's video, we'll be going through your first day in Valheim. We'll be going over the UI, basic crafting principles, building tips, and how your HP and stamina work. At this point in the gameplay footage, our helpful friend Hugin here is about to show us the map. We've just put a waypoint down for our first boss. If you look on the right side of the map there's other waypoints you can drop by double clicking, and you can name them whatever you like. Very useful for the many things you'll have to come back to later. As we pick up this stone, we can see that recipes are given to us as we acquire resources. So as you go through the game, try to acquire any resource you find. You haven't seen that tree before? Try to chop it down. You haven't picked up that item before? See what it's about. As for the UI, we have our mini-map in the top right corner there. There's an arrow that displays wind direction in the bottom left of that map. Next to that, we have our buffs and debuffs. In the left corner on the top, we have our quick inventory list. Bottom left is our HP display. You can see 3 empty boxes there with a fork. That is where the food you have eaten is displayed, and that directly contributes to your stamina and HP. Different foods have different stat values and different durations, so your stamina and HP can change according to your diet. We have yet to come across any food so far, so our stamina and HP are still very low. As you start to acquire your basic resources, you'll start to build tools. Basic tools are built through your inventory by pressing tab. Those tools are going to unlock further recipes, and so the cycle continues. After you've gathered yourself some resources, built yourself a hammer and an axe, it's time to pick a spot and build your workbench. With your hammer equipped, right-click to open your crafting menu, find the workbench, drop it on any level ground you can find, and you got even more recipes. To fully access your workbench, you will need to put a roof over it. If you like, you can start building your house and move the workbench inside once you're done. I like to just put a roof over my one outside and build from there since I tend to move everything later. I'd say the rest of your day one priorities are to get a shelter together. So it's time to get a roof over our heads and build a bed. Once you build the bed, you can bind to that, and that is your spawn point for the world. The spawn for mobs also gets really nasty at night, so being able to sleep through that is definitely a good thing. Are y'all ready for a revelation that took me a good 6 or 7 axes to discover? See that hammer icon there? You just click it, and it repairs anything in your inventory that the bench can make. You cannot repair torches though. As we're building these construction objects, notice the color they turn as you place a piece next to it. If that starts to turn red, your structural integrity is no good and your building can collapse, so watch out for that. Working on the roof here, you might ask yourself, well, why is he rotating that one piece out of order? Well, that is a very smoky fire we've got there, and if you don't build with ventilation in mind, you will die. For your bed to be a viable bind point, you need at least 3 walls around you. So get this A-frame finished up here. That's going to be just about a wrap on day 1 for us. We'll sleep the night away and pick up on day 2 in the next episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed the content. If you found this helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Before we go, we have awoken to something terrible. We have awoken stuck in our thatched roof. We built our bed a little too close to the wall. So add that pro tip, don't do that. See you guys next time.